very shallow viewpoint of somebody to look at somebody else and say they're not successful just by the name on their door, or what they drive, or what they haul. You guys, come on, man. You're going to make it out here in trucking. Keep that positive attitude. Come in and know your goals, okay? Know where you want to be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Know what you want out of this asphalt and come lay that rubber down so you can get to it. Prime fits a lot of needs, but it's not perfect. No company is. The only company that's perfect for you is the one that works best for you. So you don't have to own a hood truck and have your own authority and, you know, have an 18-speed manual transmission to be successful. Trucking is meeting your needs, okay, and just meeting your wants, and you're accomplishing your goals. You're always going to be successful in trucking. So that's what makes this industry so versatile when it comes to career path. You can do whatever you want to. Guys, Freight Skaters back again. Got my good friend Brian Brooks with me. He's the creator of a web-based software that is a trucking accounting platform to maximize your profitability called OTR on the revenue.
Go to OTR.com and click the link to sign up today and get a free 30-day trial. After that, it's only $15 a month.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Freight's back again. We're going to do CQ&A episode 18. I'm about to drop over here in Boston, and we're doing a swap out, so I've got a few minutes to do a video. Just stopped and got some delicious Dark Bold Loves coffee, bean to cup. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. Now that I've savored that, let's get into it. So, guys, CQ&A episode 18. These episodes are to answer you all's comments in a video form, so everybody gets the information, not just one person, because obviously it's great to scroll through comments. It's some of our favorite things to do, but don't have a lot of time to do that all the time. So if you can get it in a video form, it seems to work a little bit better. So let's get into the first question here. Oh, man. So Misfit Flatbetter 4935 says, what are your thoughts on them terminating contracts because people are turning down loads? I didn't see the post, was just told about it. Okay, so here's my thoughts. At Prime, I was always told from the get-go, you can only get your contract terminated by two things: failure to comply with service and failure to comply with safety. That being said, the rumors of Prime just going out and saying, hey, you know, you're out of here, I don't think that's a thing. But I will say this: if you're one of those drivers that's a problematic driver, you're searching for problems, you're probably going to find it. So Prime has a whole culture here. They have their own game going on, guys, and it pays to keep that positive attitude and be that team player, because it's not just about one individual, it's about everybody. So and this really is a team, family, culture type thing. So, I mean, guys, it pays to stay positive and go with the flow. Like, it really does, man. Prime's done a fantastic job through all this, and I'll stand behind that. And that's the reason we're still here after 6+ years. So I could take my truck right now and leave, and there's nowhere else I'd want to be. So thank you so much for your question, Ms. Flatbetter. We got Rusty. We're moving on to the next one. Rusty Orr says, do you think a new driver still has a chance to make it in this economy? Rusty, the short answer, yes. Okay. Now, obviously, guys, this is probably the worst that we've seen in the recent years. You talk to some of the old school guys, and they say, well, this is nowhere near as bad as it was in 08 yet. So it's going to get way worse before it gets better. You guys, we're already seeing an uptick in freight. If you watched my last video, we've got fleet managers saying, hey, we're finding spots where we have more freight right now than we do trucks. Prime's amping up the hiring again, and there's a lot of different things that you can say. Hey, they're just a training school. They want to get as many heads in as they can, and that is probably the case to some degree. But guys, I don't think that if Prime didn't see the need for the drivers, they wouldn't be amping the hiring up. If we didn't have the freight to cover them, they wouldn't be amping the hiring up. I noticed me and my wife the last couple of weeks after we sat for those 3 days in Springfield, we really have not seen much slowdown. We've had a few hours here and there between loads, a little bit extra, but nothing really bad. We are kind of seeing things pick up a little bit. So, Rusty, in answer to your question, yes. And I think your best bet is to come to Prime. If you are a brand new driver, you absolutely have no idea about anything about trucking, Prime's going to be your best foot forward. I got trained at an outside tech school, and I wish I would have came to Prime, like 100%. Wish I would have came here, got my CDL. I walked in all willy-nilly. Man, I don't know everything. I'll go to CDL. I didn't know jack. I really wish I would have came here. So, Rusty, thank you so much for your question. Let's move on to the next one. E-Outlaw 96 Alonzo 72 says, so I got a question. I've asked around and keep getting different answers. As a company driver with Prime, does the day you get home and the day you leave out count towards your 4 days? Or is that an FM to FM situation? Well, E-Outlaw, I actually reached out to personnel at Prime, including my fleet manager, who used to be a company fleet manager back in the day. And guys, this is situational, okay? Now, here is the breakdown. The rule of thumb is for every week that a driver's out, company driver's out, you get 1 day off, okay? So they generally don't want you to take more than 4 days off at a time. So you run 4 weeks out, you take 4 days off, okay? You run 2 weeks out, you take 2 days off. You get the drift. All right. Now, this is where we talked about earlier with Ms. Flatbedder's question. If you're looking for a problem, you could probably find one, okay? So say you have 4 days built up, all right? And you go home and you don't get there till 9 p.m. the first night. Okay, the way my fleet manager described it to me, he says no. Obviously, if it's past that half-day threshold, there's no way they're going to count that as a full day. You guys get full 96 hours at the house, okay? He had a driver one time who would try to split hairs with him. He would get home. He would push his clock back to where he got home after the midnight mark, like 1 a.m., and try to swear, oh, that day doesn't count. Because I was home like, really, man, you're home like 30 minutes after midnight, an hour after midnight, and come on, man. Like, dude, so he said, fine, you want to split hairs? I'm just going to go ahead and say 96 hours. From the time that you clock out of that truck to the time that you clock back in and you're ready to go, you got 96 hours. That's what it is. So, guys, be careful. Not saying that situations don't arise to where, they make exceptions, okay? Because obviously, guys, you have a death in the family or something like that. This is the great thing about building your relationships here at Prime. Your fleet manager is going to take care of you, okay? And it pays in your benefit to get to know that person, he or she, whoever it may be, and bring them in to that part of your life, that personal part of your life, because these guys are going to take care of you, okay? It's a partnership. It's just like Daryl Hopkins said on the last video. If you guys watched the safety meeting, he was talking about that. The thing that sets Prime apart from everybody is they're not your boss. They're partners. You guys are partners. So it doesn't matter if you're company, lease, whatever. That's the kind of business platform that they try to lay out. So thank you so much for your comment there. I appreciate that, Alonzo. Let's move on to the next one. This is, and I wanted to save this for a hater video, but I had no choice. I had to put this in there. Prime must be, so Canon FQ5FH. So weird. I don't know. I don't know what that would even mean. It says Prime must be paying you an extra buck for this whole BS. This is why when you log on to my channel, like the first video you see is that where I tell you how much Prime's actually paying me for these videos. Guys, not one time has Prime ever paid me an extra dime, gave me a better load, even called and said, hey man, congratulations on that video you dropped. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Never, not once have they ever done that. They never will, because this is all free will. There's a reason that I do this. It's to get the information to you guys. You can see what's happening out here with Prime. You can see the success that we're having, the troubles that we're having. This channel is not just about success. It's not just rainbow and unicorns. You guys saw we sat for 3 days. Now, if I was getting kickbacks from Prime, if I was getting something extra from Prime, do you think I'd be sitting for 3 days and then telling you guys about it and then let you know, hey, this is real here too? This is what's going on? No, exactly not. I would be that guy that's always, oh, I got that $4 my load. I got that $3.50 my load. I got the $5 my load. Everything's going great for me, which everything has been. Prime has been fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But guys, when you see videos like that, that tells you right there, Prime's not giving us any extra kickbacks. It's the way everything just falls into place, guys. You got to keep a positive attitude. If you're going to make it out here in trucking, this goes back to the other gentleman's question about, is a new driver going to be profitable? Keep that positive attitude. Come in and know your goals. Okay, know where you want to be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Know what you want out of this asphalt and come lay that rubber down so you can get to it. That's the biggest thing, guys, because the whole thing about trucking is you don't have to own a hood truck and have your own authority and have an 18-speed twin shifter to manual transmission to be successful, to be considered successful. If trucking is meeting your needs, okay, and it's meeting your wants, and you're accomplishing your goals, you're always going to be successful in trucking. So, guys, that's what makes this industry so versatile when it comes to career path. You can do whatever you want to. I have no right, and I have no way I can judge somebody by saying, hey, you're a day cab driver that just works 40 hours a week. You obviously aren't successful. Or, hey, you have a KW 900. You're only getting 4 miles to the gallon, but you made less than me last week, so you're not successful. Or, hey, I'm with Prime. I'm not successful because I drive for Prime. I lease from Prime. I'm buying a truck from Prime. Like, guys, very shallow viewpoint of somebody to look at somebody else and say they're not successful just by the name on their door or what they drive or what they haul. You guys, come on, man. So if you're new to the industry, don't let that negative stereotype with the name on the truck, whether it's Swift, Prime, whatever, Trans Am, Pam, whoever it may be that you're trying to go to, if that fits you best, that's what counts, guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Do you. Just do what's going to fit you best. Situational Prime fits a lot of needs, but it's not perfect. No company is. The only company that's perfect for you is the one that works best for you. So, guys, thanks so much for watching the CQ&A episode 18. Just a real quick one for you guys. Man, that's going to be it. Till the next one, hopefully we can get a hate us because the anus video out. I've got the 100,000 mile review coming out for Invictus, and we'll see what happens from there, guys. So, till the next one, guys, stay driven, stay focused, try to stay loaded, stay safe. RaceGator out.